this is Faith and Books, and this is a quick video because I felt a little bad about my review of Seaspiracy. I felt like I was kind of overly harsh. I wanted to clarify a couple of things, and then I wanted to talk about the movie Plastic Island, which I finished watching and which I recommend. So I want to just clarify what I was saying about vegans, because I think I came off kind of hating and I don't want to do that. I think if people are called to be vegans, if they really feel that that's the best way for them, for their health, for what they can do for the planet, that sort of thing, go for it. I just don't think it is something that's universal, that can be applied universally. I think it's fraught with all sorts of issues that need to be thought through. And what I'm sort of rebelling against is there's a lot of pressure out there, and it's been embraced by these big corporations that are now producing this imitation meat product, and it's sort of filling the grocery stores around here and that sort of thing. And it's just, it needs to be better thought through, and it is not the answer to the problems we're facing with food and with the environment. But if you feel called to do that, go for it. And I myself was a vegetarian. I have a son who's been a vegetarian for years. I have another son who went through periods of being a vegetarian. And I was not a vegan, I was a vegetarian, and I chose to do that for 3 years because I found out about the terrible slaughterhouses and the industrial farming and all that stuff. So I was a vegetarian for 3 years, and I stopped because I was pregnant and I was losing weight. I was very, very ill for the first 5 months. And, the doctor just said, you might consider eating, something that's a little more efficient at delivering protein. And so that's how I stopped being a vegetarian. And I flailed around for a while, and then I finally settled on being what do they call it? I can't remember the name of it, but basically I support permaculture and sustainable farming and humane treatment of animals, which is why I buy my meat directly, or I try to buy most of my meat directly from a farm, or I try to source it when I go to the grocery store. I try to source it. You wind up eating less meat anyway because it's more expensive. And it's local, so you're not having things shipped from all over. So anyway, that's my perspective, and I didn't want to come off as overly harsh. I just was very disappointed in the movie Seaspiracy, and did not like it. But I really liked Plastic Island. It was very well done. It was from Indonesia, so I read it in English, subtitles. The character that I was most drawn to was the musician. He was from Bali, and he had become an activist. They have terrible plastic pollution problem in Indonesia, and it's real for them. They can look into their rivers and see how bad it is, and they can go to their beaches and see it's awful, just all this plastic, it's very bad. I like the movie because it had a real scientific approach. There was a biologist in it who was actually testing things, and it was a very well-balanced movie. It even had joy in it. These people were doing this because they were worried about their children, and they were worried about, they love their country, and they wanted to do the best for their community. And it was just, I think it was just better filmed, and it was more balanced, and it assumed the intelligence of the audience, which I appreciated. And it showed, it tried to show rather than lecture. So I enjoyed that movie, and I would recommend it highly. All right, enough of that from me. Talk to you later. Bye.